What's going on, people? Welcome back to yet another episode of that 4 Point Play podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eli, joined by your other three hosts that are here as well, Zion, Yusuf, and Crispy. What's going on?
Hey guys,
What's up, people?
How's it going, everyone?
What's happening? We have another episode once again before the dust has settled.
Dust is
So
still
much
in the
dust.
still in the air.
Yeah, it's
Still
still
much dust
settling.
to settle, but it's a
But
little
less than
closer.
last time. Yeah.
Less than last time for sure, but it is still in the process of settling. So we got some turmoil in the East. Everyone thought the Heat were done, and then they go and beat the Celtics last night to retain that number one seed. Crazy. The Mavericks are on the rise in the West, the 3 seed as of the time of this recording. And there's some wild cards also. Paul George back from his injury. How will that affect the West? Probably a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do, a lot to say, a lot to talk about, a lot to explore. But before we do any of that, my man Crispy, about to hit him with some trivia questions. I'm trying to see how much I know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we got some trivia, and if this flops, then episode 20 it'll be gone. But why not try it out?
Let us know.
So
Let us know if this
let us
section
know.
sucks.
a thumbs up, thumbs down if you hate the trivia, and I'll take the full brunt of the blame. However,
That's fine. I love
I have
trivia.
2 trivia questions for you guys, and whoever gets a question right first gets the 5 cents that we make for recording this podcast. So,
let's go.
Nice,
Let's
nice.
go.
question number 1: Who was the first player? And it's not LeBron. I know y'all think I'm gonna say LeBron question. It's not LeBron. Who was the youngest player ever to get 10,000 career points?
Oh, this just happened.
As in youngest age-wise or least games?
Youngest age-wise to get 10,000 career
Was
points.
it Luca?
It's not Luca.
Is it Devin Booker?
Not Devin Booker. It
Is
was
it
not.
Kevin?
It was not. No, it was not super recent. I mean, it wasn't a long time ago. It was in the 2000s.
I
But,
just have no
uh,
gauge of how much.
I didn't know
10,000
what
career
basketball
points
was
is.
in the 2000s. Yeah.
Mm,
but it's not like it's not like I'm fucking like saying some crazy like Celtics legend
Is this-
player. It's a
Okay.
mm.
it's a known guy. Youngest player. It was in 2003 is when he hit 10,000 career points. Youngest age-wise, not games.
Kobe.
Bang.
Kobe.
Got him.
Okay. All right.
Kobe. He was 19 when he hit 10,000 career points.
What?
In 2003.
What year did he come in the league? Like,
No,
what
I'm
age
sorry.
did
I'm
he
sorry.
in
He
the
was
league?
20. He was 20. My bad.
Oh,
he was 20.
okay.
He was 20.
Yeah, that's still crazy.
Well, he was in the
That's
league as a
wild.
teenager.
He was in the
like
league.
17,
Yeah.
He was
right?
drafted when he was 17, so that's why he was 20.
Oh, that makes
He was like
sense.
20 in like 200 days or something. All right.
Okay.
That's question 1. Question 2, a little bit more challenging. I'm going to ramp it up a little bit. What team, as of March 1st, has the worst winning percentage in the history of their existence?
The Kings.
No.
What?
Timberwolves.
Yes. Eli's 2 for 2. You get 5
Oh,
cents.
damn, damn. I didn't get either of them.
So
Damn.
Good job,
Kobe,
Eli. That was a good
Good
one.
job,
That was a
Eli.
good call.
Kobe got 10,000 career points at 20 and 245 days in 2003, and the Wolves, as of March 1st, 2022, had a winning percentage for their history of 39%. So,
That
Damn.
sucks.
there we go.
Man,
In
Mm.
case
Hey,
you were
at least they're
wondering,
turning it around.
yeah,
the Kings was a good guess.
Kings
Yeah.
actually
Gonna
were
do that.
Kings were second. They were 41%,
Oh,
so
okay.
right there.
Oh.
But
Okay.
I think the Kings been around for longer. The
They
Timberwolves
have.
are a newer franchise, and they've been bad the whole time.
that's
Yeah,
exactly it.
this is true. Yeah.
Dude, when I
Like,
saw
there's
that,
one-
they've been around for like 25 years or something, and they had 22 losing seasons. So
Ooh.
Damn.
Oof.
What are the Clippers on that list? Just out of curiosity.
Clippers are 4th with
Who's
a-
third?
Third is, hold on, I'm reading about the Clippers right now. Give me 1 second. Third is the Pelicans.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those all make sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I would
Clippers
expect
are
the Hornets
Clippers were
to be
bad.
down there somewhere.
Hornets are
The
bad.
Clippers,
Yeah, 'cause-
were, Clippers have been bad for like the first 50 years of existing.
That's why
Was
they have more games played overall. like than all of those teams, but they were so bad for the first like 75% of their existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not for
Wasn't
last
last season like their first like Western Conference Finals appearance in like
Yeah.
was it
Ever.
ever? Or was it
Ever.
like a set amount of years?
Ever,
Oh, wow.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
tragic.
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. I mean,
The Chris
Kobe,
Paul Clippers never made it.
the Kobe thing kind of threw me off too. I thought it'd be LeBron or Luka, honestly. But
Yeah.
Kobe,
See, I was thinking that Kobe didn't score that much when he first came in the league, but since he was 17, it makes more
that's
sense.
because age wise,
Yeah.
because LeBron was 18,
Yeah.
and he did it in the same amount of time, but he was 21 when he hit the mark. So,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
So, food for thought. But
Speaking of the Clippers,
Paul George is back,
Paul George back, one of the
Looking-
smoothest players. in
like
the
he's
league.
normal again.
Yeah,
Bro, that
looking
was-
He's looking like Paul
Yeah.
George.
Yeah,
he's looking like PG.
It did not look like he missed like 4 months of basketball like at all. Like he had like he hit like 6 threes. He had 5 steals, which was insane. Like just like off like 3 months of I'm injured. I can't play like competitive basketball.
yeah.
And like I was in the
Yeah, that-
call with Yusuf and Eli, and I was talking about this. They were down like 23 points, and I was like, "No, this is perfect. This is exactly where Ty Lue
Bro, you were
wants
memeing,
them."
bro.
This is what the
You were
Clippers
memeing and then they
excel.
came back.
Yeah.
But then they did come back and beat the Jazz, which is a huge choke by the Jazz,
But like,
giving
dude,
up a 27-4
Massive.
lead.
so in all
Yeah.
honesty, like the Jazz, I feel like at this point have to make some changes.
Yeah,
I mean, probably.
Yeah,
I mean, because like they're
Well-
gonna be at that same exact spot where like they're competitive, and then they just flop. So I feel like with Danny Ainge being at the helm now too, I feel like there's got to be some changes coming.
Forgot
But,
about that. And y'all saw what Donovan Mitchell said at the end of in his post game presser. He said like, "Oh, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's just the same shit every year. Every year,
Yeah.
it's like, so it's pretty telling. Pretty
Yeah,
indicative
pretty
of
damn-
yeah.
I mean, it's true.
How
It's
he
the same shit
feels.
every year.
Yeah,
No, he
it
is.
is.
He's right. And when Rudy's talking about we need to share the ball more, he's also right.
Yeah,
Because like their game plan down the stretch is just give the ball to Donovan. He'll either win the game or he won't. And he's just one man.
but like
Yeah.
the thing about that is, and like Rudy is right, but like, what's he gonna do, bro? Like, you gonna feed Rudy in the post? Like, so I
of
feel
course
like
not.
his no, I know, but like him saying that is like, it's kind of futile because like he's not gonna help that cause at all. So
I guess.
Yeah,
But just
but I guess,
because
like-
he's the one who's not necessarily gonna have the ball doesn't mean that as a leader on the team he shouldn't be saying
No,
these
for
things.
for sure, but like who else do they have that's just gonna go out and get a bucket?
Mike Conley.
Yo, Jordan Clarkson, he can
Jordan
go out and get a
Clarkson. Shut
bucket.
up.
Yeah,
Shut
He
up.
can.
Yeah.
he can.
Like,
If you need a bucket, Jordan Clarkson
Yeah.
can manufacture a bucket.
Sometimes he can shoot
Sometimes,
50% from the field.
30% of the
Yeah,
time.
no, I would never. Jordan Clarkson.
But yeah, I mean, like, they don't really have options to like
Open
spread
it up,
the
though.
offense.
Yeah, that's true. They need like a wing who can score and like defend as well. That's like their main weakness, I feel like.
yeah.
Because if they had a wing who could help Donovan, then it would open up their offense so much more.
Yeah, and
'Cause-
like,
They really don't have like any reliable people in the clutch. I guess Mike Conley can sometimes like produce buckets, but not like very consistently, and he's not like getting better at it. So
yeah, and
Yeah.
also like with the wing thing, I feel like the biggest thing about Rudy Gobert that like everyone talks about is like how in the playoffs he's just like easily schemed out, and that's like simply just because they don't have like a 3 or a 4 who can be out on the perimeter or like help with defense. Like if you watch, it's just draw Rudy out, and then everyone else just gets past the other 4 people in like the paint and scores, or it's an open 3. So it's like they haven't done anything to help. Like Boyan is like not he's like slow as hell.
yeah,
Rudy Gay's old.
yeah, that's really where they're lacking. I think they really need like a good wing.
Yep.
Who can also defend like the 2 or 3 on the other team, because Donovan can't do it and also be like the main offensive guy.
No, but they don't have a lot of like options of like unless they're not gonna move Rudy, who they just fucking signed to a supermax, and Donovan's
Yeah.
not going anywhere unless he wants to leave. So I don't know what like ability they have to really like make changes that were gonna benefit
got
them. Because like
pieces.
Donovan, what'd you say?
I said they got pieces. They got
I
some
mean-
assets.
Who though? Like Mike Conley is old.
That's true. They're-
Boyan's old.
Bojan,
yeah.
I mean, they're old, but that doesn't mean that they're untradeable. You know,
No, they're definitely
Yeah.
they're definitely tradable, but like how much better are they gonna make themselves? I guess is my thing.
they
like-
could consolidate a little bit.
Maybe
Don't ask me
Like
what.
name like a
but-
wing you think could come in and help the Utah Jazz immediately.
who they could get.
Yeah, who they could get.
Well, who they can get is a different question because I feel like we always are like, oh, there's no way that they can get them, and then somehow they make it work. There's like some type of shit that can happen. But I think
okay.
that
Yeah,
someone
So,
like
like-
true.
someone like Jeremy Grant would be
That'd be
amazing
solid.
on the Jazz.
That'd be solid.
I feel like
Yeah.
that'd be like the perfect fit.
Yeah, he's gonna have so many suitors. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really is.
because he would fit in with so many teams. Could I interest the Utah Jazz in Russell Westbrook?
No.
I don't think so. I think it's probably not.
I don't
Probably
think
not
that's
gonna
what-
have
He's
it.
the antithesis
Yeah.
of like what their offense is, which is
Yeah.
threes.
Are they sure? We'll give him Taylor Horn Tucker too.
That's juicy.
I don't think that's gonna. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna move the needle.
But I agree. The Jazz need to change some things.
did make
'cause
some
I
changes
don't
for
see them
sure.
going to the conference finals this year.
No.
If they
neither.
did, I think that they would keep everything the same. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah,
because
for
that's
sure.
like the first.
100%.
That's the furthest that they've ever been with this particular core. So I feel like if they did that, they'd be like, oh, great success. Like we
We
did
know
it.
what we're doing.
But I would say that there's not going to be much of a shot they make it to the conference finals. Personally,
It's gonna be tough.
I don't know. I mean,
It's gonna be tough to even beat the Mavericks if that's who they play.
that first round
Yeah,
series
or-
would be very good.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
Would.
tough. But the whole West, I think everyone's gonna be tough.
yeah. It's the West is just. I think the East has definitely gotten better, but the West is still right there in terms of. I feel like you could even say the West is better.
Yeah,
overall.
I think the beginning of the season kind of like people were hyping a little bit over the top. I think they're pretty even overall.
Yeah, I'd say they're really even right
Yeah.
now, which is cool to see. Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the East is still better.
you
You
think?
got
I mean,
like
maybe, but like
because what are the Hawks are I think the 10 seed right now, and they're like
Mhm.
1 or 2 games above 500.
Hawks
and
are
then,
2 games above 500, 10 seed.
yeah, and then what's the Lakers record?
The Lakers
They're
are
like 10, they're like 10 below.
13.
They're
below
31 and
500.
44.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but the top two teams in the league are in the West by
well,
record.
and the,
By
the
record, yes.
the Mavs are third in the West, and they are pretty much tied with the Heat. So
Yeah, who are number one in the East.
Yeah.
So I'd say
In
they're
that
pretty
hole.
close.
Maybe they're a
That's
little
just-
top heavier.
Yeah, that big clump
Yeah,
of
He's got,
teams.
he's got that clump,
Yeah.
big clump.
I don't know. I mean, like
Um,
Brooklyn being the 8th seed, like I feel like Brooklyn could just run through the East or lose and like play it. I feel like it's just like I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
they can't
Yeah.
guard anybody. They really
They
just
can't guard
cannot.
anybody, but they can
They
score
can't guard
150 points.
anybody.
That is true.
How KD and Kyrie both gonna have like 40, 50, and you still lose?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just no defense whatsoever.
None
None.
whatsoever.
tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
They were running a lineup the other day when I was watching. It was like KD, Kyrie, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and Dragic. I'm like, who are they guarding? Who are they guarding?
Drummond's
They
like
can't
their
guard
only
anybody.
real big man. Because they have
Yeah.
Claxton, but he's like pretty undersized.
He's like a
So-
Yeah,
4.
Lamarcus Aldridge, but he's
Yeah.
like he's Lamarcus Aldridge.
Does he-
Yeah, he's
Marcus
the
Morris is
Marcus.
gonna guard.
Does he even play?
No
Like,
one.
does he even get minutes? Like at all? Really?
Like
Who?
from time to
Plays.
time, I think.
Yeah.
Lamarcus?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays when he's like healthy, but I think he's hurt right now.
He's not. He's definitely because I almost picked him up. He's definitely not healthy right now.
No.
Yeah. But
Not bad.
the fact that he gets consistent minutes is pretty damning for the team, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they just have to play him because they really don't have anyone else. I feel like KD and Kyrie are gonna end up playing 45 minutes in like in the playoffs, like per game.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard to go on a deep playoff run with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
especially
it's
if they
gonna
play,
really
like-
come. Sorry.
You go first.
I was just gonna say it's gonna come down to like I think the last days in the East, like who plays who. I mean,
Mhm.
because the Heat are the 1 seed, and they're up on the Bucks by I want to say 1 game,
They are up on the Bucks
And-
by a game and a half.
1.5. So
Yep.
that could hold.
Yeah.
If they If they
No, it's one game right now
Yeah, it's
because they
one
played
right
2
now.
games less.
47 and 20. It is
Okay.
one game. It is one
Yeah.
game. Yes.
Okay, so that's a little.
Yeah.
That could change, but I mean,
They have the same amount
Celtics-
of losses, and the Bucks have played 2 less games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're right.
the Bucks just have to win the next 2 games, and they'll be tied.
And I think the Bucks hold like the tiebreaker or like the series over the Heat in like the regular season.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
gonna be
like
close
Philly
between
and-
those 2, I think.
Philly and Boston can shift also. A little.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because Boston lost Robert Williams, which I think
It's true.
basically ruins their title chances.
Their
I feel like they
defense
could have
is
made a
gone.
deep playoff run because they've been like playing so well, but not now.
don't think
Not
so.
without Robert.
He's
It's
already like
definitely-
rehabbing.
Yeah.
Really?
They
Yeah, he
said,
already
they
got his
said
like repair and
they
everything.
said 4 to 6 weeks because they didn't do the full surgery. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
so he might be back in the second round. I've seen people
that
say.
at best case. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is interesting because like that just means that like they're convinced that this could be the year they just like win the chip, which I like. I respect. I don't know if
I can see
like,
it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Let's get the shit out of it.
yeah.
They're I mean they're the hottest team in basketball. Even still, I know that they just lost, and they're down a little bad. But I mean, Tatum is still going crazy. Marcus Smart, if he really wants to be that defensive player of the year, if that's something he really wants, he's gonna have a lot to prove right now. His job
Yeah.
just got a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see, man. I don't know. I think that they could get out. They could get out the first round, depending on who they.
No,
It depends on who they play. I mean, playing
I mean,
like the Bulls,
Chicago,
they should win
Yeah.
against the Bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would take them. Actually, you want to do that? We want to run through the first round projected
Yeah,
matchups
we can
and
do
see. Let me bring some stuff up here. All right, so
we would have to go from the play-in first.
Play
Alright,
first, yeah.
so Pelicans, Lakers in the plan. We all know the answer to that question.
I mean, so the
Pelicans.
Lakers are the 10th seed, so they have to win 2 games. The Lakers have to win 2 games, and the Pelicans only have to win 1.
That is factual.
So-
That is factual. Yes. they do.
So it's kind of hit or miss. I'd still probably take the Lakers.
I'm gonna take the Lakers by a
Lakers.
because
little
AD
bit.
is coming back,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
LeBron is resting for that. It seems like
he isn't just literally not playing to wait for the playing thing.
he's
What
just
about
not
Zion,
playing.
though?
Zion's not playing. Are you crazy,
Yeah, they said if he may make the playoffs, he's playing.
bro?
He's definitely playing.
He's definitely
I
playing.
saw there's a source. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's the same dude who said that Zion was dunking in practice before that video of him got released. They said he's already doing 5v5. He skipped 3v3.
So they're gonna have
This
him
is
come
just-
back for the one playing game though.
Yes. Maybe That's
Yeah.
what LeBron's doing.
LeBron played all season.
That's what AD is doing essentially.
That is what AD is doing. That is fact.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Take that how you will. I'm just gonna assume that Zion's gonna be there and LeBron's gonna be there.
And Paul
Um,
George is going to be there to beat the Lakers in the play-in game. I don't know, bro.
Probably.
I don't see. I don't really think the Lakers are going to make it out this. Like, if they have to win 2 games, I just don't. I don't. I know it's LeBron, but I just the season's been so like he has literally no help. And is AD going to stay healthy for an entire week?
2 weeks.
2
we'll
weeks?
see.
2
I
weeks.
feel like he could.
I mean,
Definitely
like,
could for 2
in,
weeks.
in all honesty, like either one of them are gonna get blasted by the Suns, so it doesn't really matter.
That too.
That's true.
But like, I don't know.
Well, the Clippers could potentially get the 7 seed if they beat the Timberwolves
They
in
could.
one game.
They would have to beat the Timberwolves 2 games in a row.
Yeah, 2 games in a row because they're the 8th seed
No.
right now. Yeah,
Just one. If they
No.
beat the Timberwolves, they get the 7.
Oh, is that how
the
it is?
Timberwolves
yeah,
are
yeah.
the 7 though.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
if the loser would go into the
The loser would play the loser. No,
Yeah.
the winner of the 9 and 10. You're right.
Yeah, because first
But-
the 7 and the 8 play for the 7,
Right.
and then the loser of that plays the winner of the
Plays.
the losers.
Right.
For the 8. So who knows? The Grizzlies have actually clinched the 2 seed now,
They have.
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
they're pretty far up.
They're
That's the highest in their like franchise history.
54 and 23.
That's really impressive. I mean,
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, they're 6 games in front of the Mavs, so it's I mean, it's locked.
yeah.
Without Ja though,
Is Ja going to be back for the playoffs?
He'll be back for the playoffs. He'll be back.
Yeah, I think at this point
It's still
like,
going to be a tough matchup with the Clippers.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, I
gonna
would still
be-
take the Grizzlies personally, but
They have been really good, but
Yeah.
I would also take.
it's going to be a tough one with the Clippers because Paul George is back, and he seems to be Paul George again. So
Kawhi,
I feel like that would go to like 7, honestly.
yeah, the Kawhi thing kind of throws it up a little bit too. But
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I feel like that's a
Yeah. If it's Paul George, Kawhi, Norm Powell, I feel like that's definitely going to set. Oof. Good series.
if Kawhi's not back, I would take the Grizzlies without a doubt. But if Kawhi's
Yeah.
back, then I feel like it's gonna be a toss up.
If Kawhi is back, I would take the Clippers probably. It depends, like how.
I mean, depending on what
like, how
Kawhi
he's
we see,
playing,
I
but
think that. Yeah.
oh, frozen.
You froze.
Yeah.
Me?
Back.
Yeah.
You're
You're
back.
back now.
I'm back.
But-
All right, clutch.
Yeah. It depends on Kawhi. We'll see. We'll see what he looks like.
Nah, if Kawhi's back,
Yeah.
I'm taking the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
It'd
Kawhi's
be
back,
crazy
like
if
100%.
Kawhi just came
yeah.
back
Yeah.
and
But
rested all season and then won a chip.
that would be the most Kawhi.
That sounds like exactly what you would do though. Like that just sounds like
And
Yeah,
then
I
he played
know.
like
That's
20
what I'm
games
saying.
next season.
That seems
Yeah.
like the most Kawhi shit.
I mean, last time Kawhi missed a whole season, he won a championship the next year.
That's true.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
What do you guys think about Golden
So,
State
who knows?
and Denver?
depends on Steph.
If Steph is back, I'm gonna take the Warriors.
Yeah.
If Steph is not back,
I got the Nuggies.
the
I got the
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty
Yeah.
straightforward. Honestly, I would
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
Apparently, Michael Porter Jr. suffered a minor setback.
Oh, another one.
But any minor setback is a pretty big setback for him. I feel like because they're gonna be like really cautious with him.
He's not gonna play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Is there a bit like is Jamal Murray just not coming back either?
I don't think so.
There hasn't been any news,
Okay.
so I don't
Not
know.
recently, no.
There'd be no point to
I
like.
could see Jamal though.
Yeah, but like.
I mean, the point would be, you got your franchise player playing like the best basketball of his career. You
True.
don't want to take any opportunity you can get,
True.
Yeah.
Well, would
especially
you
with the
would you
without
pick
what?
them to win the ship if Jamal Murray's back?
no.
I wouldn't pick
But,
them,
like, they have a-
but
they have a
like I
shot.
feel like they would have a chance. Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it's a tiny shot.
Yeah.
I feel
Just
like
because
you
Jokic
take
is
that.
playing so well that like if you had Jamal with him, I think the toughest team would obviously be the Suns. But if they could beat the Suns, then I don't see why they couldn't like win the chip. But it's gonna be
Mhm.
it's gonna be interesting. What do you guys think about the Mavericks and Jazz?
Mavs all day.
I think
Mavs.
Mavs all day.
All day
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, I like the Mavs in that one too.
Like there's no reason.
I'd
to
say like
ever-
Mavs in like 6.
Yeah.
5. Imagine 5.
I'll give them
That's-
just-
Airing.
I'll give the Jazz 6.
Yeah, I want to say Mavs in 6.
I think Donovan Mitchell can win like two games for them or like 3 games for them. No, 2 games, sorry.
2
If it's
games,
6,
yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
Jazz and 7.
You're crazy.
That's fine.
Do you even believe that?
Maybe. I might believe it.
You might not.
I might not. Who
Possibly.
really knows?
Option.
Words, complicated airflow, all that.
So then, if we move over to Hornets and Atlanta at the 9 and the 10. So one of them is gonna have to
Like,
win twice.
I got Trey in a single game.
Yeah.
I like
Hawks.
Trey.
But Atlanta's got to win 2 times though. Is the thing.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Well,
Atlanta's
just
I think they
Yeah,
changed the
yeah.
way that it. Well, they have to win 2 times to get in.
to
but,
get in.
like,
Yeah.
To get in.
They just have to beat Charlotte once.
No, I know. I'm not saying twice against the Hornets.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
twice overall. But yeah,
Oh yeah. Well, they would play the loser of Cleveland, Brooklyn. So,
which they could definitely win if it's Cleveland. So
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
'Cause-
I could see Cleveland falling out, as sad as that is.
they're going.
yeah.
They're
It
going.
depends if Mobley comes back because they only said he's gonna be out for 3 games and then he'll be reevaluated. So
Yeah.
if Mobley's
So
back,
Three
I think
minimum.
they could definitely beat the Hawks because with
Yeah.
Garland and Mobley.
Yeah,
The Cavs have just had like such bad luck. Like it's so sad.
it's
They've
been
been getting
brutal,
screwed
dude.
all year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been brutal.
Sexton and Rubio and now Allen, Mobley. So damn near the whole
But it's
starting
at
five.
least like they're all young, so like at least like next season, I feel like
Yeah,
they're gonna
dude.
come back and just be like
They had a
"We
great
got this
season,
again."
too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a great season for their development, and especially Darius. I think he really like showed another level this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're probably gonna fall
dumpstered
out.
by the Nets.
Yeah,
KD scoring 85.
yeah.
Nets will
There's
beat them
no
by
chance.
50 points.
Yeah, especially for a one-game
Yeah.
series against them. Like, yeah, and
Yeah,
I'd
it's gonna be
probably take
tough.
the Hawks over Cleveland as well. Honestly,
I would as well.
just because they have the
They could sneak
experience
in.
of being there, and I think I trust Trey more in that moment
So
right now than Darius.
Milwaukee and Brooklyn in a 2-8 matchup.
Ooh,
I got Milwaukee.
2-7.
I got Milwaukee.
Yeah,
2-7. You're right. 2-7. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would lean Milwaukee, but like, I don't know.
yeah. I mean, they're dangerous, obviously, because they got KD and Kyrie.
Yeah,
But
it's a tough one.
as we were saying,
That's so.
they're not gonna stop Giannis whatsoever.
But nobody's
And
gonna stop KD either. So like,
But like the Bucks are really good defensively, so they could like at least make KD like work hard for it. Obviously, you can't stop KD.
yeah,
But like defensively, the Bucks are way superior, and then like offensively, they're really good too. Especially Drew has been shooting much better this year from three, and I think that's like really opened up his game.
yeah, no, that's
So
true.
I really like the Bucks. I think they're like a complete team, and like the Nets are so bad defensively that I don't see them winning a series.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate for the Nets, man. That's so rough. Like they really need Ben Simmons, man. Oh my god.
You got the Nets?
I want him. Yep.
Yeah,
I would
mean,
I would
that's a tough one.
I would lean the Nets in 7 games. Personally,
That's
but-
kind of crazy.
I think
But,
it's
I
going to
mean,
7 either
it's
way,
Kevin
but
Durant,
I think the Bucks
so,
are
like,
winning.
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's
If
a
Kyrie can
toss-up.
stay healthy, because Kyrie's playing every game,
Yeah,
so I don't know. That's a tough one, but again, I can't bet against KD. I can't do it.
Personally, in my opinion, like right now, one player for one game, or not one game, I guess, but for like a playoff series, I would probably take KD. Just like
Yeah, 100%.
for like overall.
like probably, but like the team around it is so much different.
That's
Like,
true.
yeah.
That's definitely true.
I feel like
but
it's
like,
completely So I don't know. That's
I don't
what
know.
I'm thinking.
KD
I
plus
feel like,
Kyrie. Like if Kyrie plays this way, I don't know.
And Chris, I feel like you never know what you're gonna get.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Chris Middleton in the
That's
playoffs
true.
is like a toss-up.
That is true.
So
He could either
Last
be
year,
Michael
Chris
Jordan
was like-
or.
but Chris was
Jazz.
pretty consistent last year.
Yeah, Chris was like the finisher in the fourth quarter last year.
last
for the
year,
Bucks.
yeah, but like the year before,
And they also have
when they played
Drew,
the Heat,
like who can like. I feel like they have two options they can go to other than Giannis,
you know.
and like
Yeah.
again, defensively they're just so much better.
They're
But
insane.
That is true.
Yeah.
yeah, they have a lot of 7-footers, a lot of tall dudes, and I feel like it's gonna be a close one for sure because Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant, but that's probably gonna be one of my probably the best first round series
Easy.
because like both of them could go on to win the championship.
Who's the 6?
Yeah,
Toronto,
so
Toronto and Philly.
Toronto.
what?
Shit, I don't know.
Philly, dude, Philly, 100%,
100%.
100%,
100%?
100%. I don't think Philly's making it out of round 2.
I
but
think Philly's definitely gonna beat
I
Toronto.
will say they will
yeah,
beat
for
Toronto.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll lose in round 2, but they're gonna beat Toronto.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No way, Toronto. You guys are crazy. No way they lose to the
I
Raptors.
know. Y'all seen that man Pascal?
No,
Pascal
They
been-
go crazy.
no
but
He
shot.
going stupid.
No
That man
shot.
had
the
triple-double.
Raptors actually only 2 games behind the Sixers.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
You get
Yeah.
that bunch 3, 4, 5, 6 is like
Yeah,
right there.
They might have to play all those games in Toronto.
And Chicago and Toronto are tied, so like that can still move.
Yeah,
But-
they're
Yeah,
all probably
that's
gonna
true.
move.
Yeah.
Chicago has the
This is just-
tiebreaker right now, but
That's an interesting one though. I think that Toronto is better coached.
yeah,
I think Nick Nurse is a million times better than Doc Rivers as a coach. And
I agree.
I don't know, the Sixers they just choke, bro. They just choke.
They do.
They do
I
choke.
feel
Which
like
is what
they've
they do.
choked time and time again.
That'll
But
be-
Fred, did you see that?
I think
Did you see
it's
that?
going to be hard for Toronto to like
yeah,
contain Embiid in a playoff series. I don't know.
Sure.
that'll be
I think it's
devastating
gonna be
for them
hard.
Yeah.
if they lose the first round to the
That would be
Raptors.
so
To the
funny.
Raptors.
It would be
Oh,
so
that would
funny.
be
Oh, I
so
agree. I want the
funny.
Raptors to
That'd be
win.
hilarious.
I think it would be.
The Sixers are still
hilarious.
mad about that Kawhi shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
still
imagine
upset.
if they lose in the first round.
after
No,
all
bro,
this.
I-
Is
Did y'all
James
see
Harden
that?
staying?
And then they got to shell out $250 million to James Harden in the summer after losing the first round.
He might just leave then. I
Oh,
feel like
might
he
just
might
leave.
leave.
God.
Did y'all see that clip yesterday of Fred causing the Timberwolves to turn the ball over 11 times?
Uh-huh. I did.
Damn, I did not see
I
that.
did
I
see
did
that.
not
Yeah.
see that.
He only got credited with 5 steals, but like he was right there for like 11 turnovers, most on Ant.
Yeah,
Either way, he's like an underrated defender. I think
for a guard, he's
Freddie.
a really good defender. I feel
Yeah.
great
like.
defender.
Yeah,
People
I
don't
think
really talk
1
about
to
it 'cause he's
5, the
small.
Raptors are all like good defenders. Is the thing. Like, that's like how they're set up. Is like they're not like the best like offensive talent, but like they're all long and can like try and
Mhm.
like slow down everyone.
Yeah,
and their
good team.
scheme is always like great because of Nick
They have a
Nurse.
Great scheme. Nick Nurse is
Yeah.
an amazing coach. Makes
But-
great adjustments. They're gonna be they're gonna be on Harden's ass. They're gonna be on his.
Holy.
He's gonna have the worst.
Yeah,
Embiid might go crazy, but I feel like Harden is gonna struggle. if-
Embiid will go crazy. That's the thing. Embiid goes crazy and Harden's just like mid. I would still take Philly probably.
and I think Siakam is gonna struggle against Embiid.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna
Probably.
he's gonna struggle to score inside, which is where most of his game is.
And who's going to guard
So-
Embiid? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They got
Birch.
size.
Khem
No one's,
Birch.
no one's gonna guard Embiid, but they got size.
They got size.
They have like some size, but like I
They'll
don't
have
know.
a plan. They'll have a plan.
They don't have like a
They'll
true
have a
center,
plan for sure,
So
They'll
like, that's
definitely
just
have a
like the
plan.
real thing.
but
'Cause
I
Pascal's
would
a
take
great
the
defender, too.
Sixers. I would take the Sixers. And
How many games?
maybe in like 7. I would take
I
the
got-
Sixers in
I
7.
got Sixers in 6.
So,
Give me the
I
Raptors.
wanna say the
bro. Fuck
Raptors,
it.
like,
give me
so
the,
bad.
give me the Raptors.
like,
Give me the Raptors. I don't care if the Raptors win in the first round. I feel like there's no way he stays, right?
No
Yeah,
shot.
no-
Nah,
no
there's no
shot.
way.
He can't
No
stay.
Maybe
way.
they'll fire Doc first, and then maybe
Doc's
at the end of the year.
definitely
Doc's,
gone.
Doc's gone if they don't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, in my opinion. But
I would agree
Yeah.
with that.
There
I
was
don't know.
Man, I don't
there was a
know.
source close to the Sixers locker room that said all the players are kind of like ready for Doc to be out.
really,
That doesn't
I-
surprise me.
yeah, it was like on the group chat podcast with like Waz and them.
Yeah.
Waz was like a Sixers locker room like guy told me that it's 100% Danny Green because Danny Green spends all his time talking on
Yeah.
podcasts
and just
but-
doesn't actually play basketball anymore. He just talks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That man was on the Ryan Russillo podcast throwing shade on Ben Simmons like crazy.
and they
He
lost
is
by
so
40.
funny.
Yeah.
and he didn't play.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm a little hurt. I'm gonna miss that game." Oh yeah, for real? Okay.
Oh yeah, man.
Like,
Thanks.
He still hasn't gotten his ring from the Raptors.
Thanks, Danny.
and
He's
Embiid
a
was on
three-time
JJ Redick
champion, right?
again talking shit about Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shit never ends.
That was like today. It's like that. I don't know, man. It's looking like a lose trade at the moment. We'll have to see how the Sixers do.
The only thing about
Maybe
it
I'm
is though,
wrong.
Ben Simmons is gonna have fucking at least 4 years in the Nets. So like
That's true.
it could still be a lose for them, but there's gonna be a chance to at least play it out and see how it goes.
Yeah.
That's true. We'll have to see.
The
Yeah,
Boston
that's
Chicago
fine.
matchup. What do you guys think of that?
I got
Boston.
Boston still.
Yeah.
Boston. And
I
then
feel like
Miami,
Chicago could
Miami,
pull
Atlanta.
it off.
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, it's gonna be too hard for Atlanta to beat Miami. Even
Yeah,
though I
John
do,
Collins
gonna
even
be
though I
back?
do doubt the Heat, like in the long term, but that one should be easy for them.
I think Chicago can beat Boston.
You think? I mean, that's
think?
what I'm saying. I feel like without Robert Williams,
no
it
Rob.
changes so much. It
It
like
changes a lot. It depends on how healthy Chicago is. Like, is Lonzo even playing right now?
No, I don't think he's gonna be
no,
back.
he had a setback.
He's
so
not gonna play.
I don't know if he's
unfortunately.
gonna come back at
Yeah.
all.
That's tough.
Yeah,
That's tough.
No,
that is a tough loss for
Mm.
sure.
Caruso back though.
man, Lonzo.
But I feel
Yeah.
like Rob is so important for the Celtics defense, and that's like really what turned them around. So it's
Yeah.
gonna
He
be
really
tough.
came into his own.
Yeah,
I would still take them over the Bulls, but like,
yeah, just because I don't trust the Bulls like in the playoffs. Really,
dude, the Bulls can't beat
they've
anybody
won
good.
like
They can't.
yeah,
beat
they
any good
haven't
team.
beat any of like the top teams, and like I just don't trust them in the playoffs.
They're saving all their tricks for the playoffs.
I mean, we'll see.
Maybe,
I'd hope.
maybe.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
I don't know. I hope DeMar just goes crazy. That's the one thing I want in the playoffs from the Bulls. Is I just want DeMar to go stupid.
See, I'm trying to see Zach LaVine go crazy. I don't really care about DeMar. I just feel like
Yeah, I wish Zach LaVine went crazy. That would be sick.
No, I think DeMar's got a lot to prove.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like he has a reputation as someone who doesn't do too well, who chokes in the playoffs,
Choke.
but it's mostly because of LeBron. But
Yeah,
like,
because you ran into LeBron over
Yeah.
and over and over.
but like, still.
LeBronto.
Speaking of the goat, is he gonna make the play-in this year? You think?
They're
I
gonna.
think they're gonna make
They're
the
gonna.
play-in.
Okay. What's gonna happen?
LeBron and AD not playing today, so
LeBron is going to make the playoffs, and they're gonna get railed by the Suns. But
they're
going,
half a game above the Spurs.
They're going to make it into the A seed, and then they're gonna get destroyed. But I know they're gonna make it to the A seed. He's not gonna miss the playoffs, dude. Like
I mean, I
he's
don't
not
know.
gonna
I
miss the
feel like there's a really good chance that they could.
I don't know,
No.
dude.
They're not playing today, so you can chalk that up as an L. So they're going to be behind the Spurs when LeBron and AD come back.
That is true. That is true. But
Let
they
me look
got
at the Spurs schedule. Let's see who they
4
got
games left.
Okay, Spurs got Warriors and Mavs. All right, that's pretty tough.
That is tough. That's 2 games. You can chalk that up as a
That's 2
up
L's. That's definitely 2
Yeah.
L's.
Yeah,
I mean, the Warriors, they're not doing like that great,
that is. Yeah,
but I honestly would still pick the Warriors
I mean, they kept it respectable.
against the
Against the Suns,
Suns. Yeah,
until Jordan
Um,
Poole shot from half court with like 5
Dude,
seconds.
that was so
left.
dumb, bro. That man was having
Bro, I
the game
think
of his
it's-
life, and then he just
Yeah.
rolled up from that.
These dudes and their fouls, man, I swear.
yeah.
Pool party canceled.
But he still went
Um,
crazy. Like he
He
had
did.
like
He still went.
he had like
crazy.
36, 8, and 7 or something, which is
something like that. Yeah.
pretty impressive.
You think is he gonna stay on the Warriors next? Is he gonna stay on the Warriors? Like
I think so.
definitely, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's a
Probably
great
got
fit.
few more years on his contract, right?
Yeah, I think he's a great fit in the Warrior system. Like as like a 6-man,
Yeah.
he's like perfect. If Steph is back, I still am excited to see what the Warriors can do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Although the Suns are looking so good, honestly. Like every time I watch them, I feel like they look even better, and they're so good in the fourth quarter. Like they really turn it on when they need to in close games, and it's really impressive to watch.
I saw a stat. They're like, I'd like to say 40-0 when they're leading going into the fourth quarter.
40-0.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
They have not lost this season.
they have not lost in the fourth quarter if they're like up.
If
like
they're
they
leading in the
they
fourth
hold that.
quarter, yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They
are
really
a-
have a they
complete
have like
basketball
a they're really complete. Like they have everything that you would need in like a championship team.
Yeah.
So I feel like right now they have to be like the favorite to win based off like how
I
they've
would say so.
played throughout the season.
And they could easily go 66-16, which is like, I don't know. That's just like an absurd record to think about.
Yeah, that's like an all-time
66
great
and
record. I
16.
feel like when you like that's like one of the records that you look back on and like
yeah, dude. Bill Simmons was talking
it's
about
like
it
an
today
icon.
on his pod. That's why I brought it up. So we talked about today on his podcast about like the teams that have gone 66 and 16 or better, and it's all like just all-time great teams.
Yeah. I think I heard that too. And out of the 17 teams that have won more than 66 games, 12 of them have won the championship that
Yep.
year. So
That is
Out of how
facts.
many?
out of 17, 12.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're very complete. They have a great coach as well. If Monty Williams doesn't win Coach of the Year this year, it's robbery.
Rigged.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's all you can really say. Chris Paul's been clutch.
Dude, Chris Paul like just
Devin Booker.
Nick Booker's
been
been clutch.
Devin
Aiden's
Booker.
been amazing.
McCall Bridges been
McCall.
clutch.
He's been a lockup.
Even
Yeah.
like Cam Johnson.
McCall Bridges has like taken it to another level on offense as well.
Yeah, he
I
can
think
score
he's
now.
become
Yeah,
a
he's
much
been
better
solid.
offensive player, and like he can play make somewhat now. Not like as a main playmaker, but like as a secondary guy off of Chris Paul and Devin Booker. So they're
Tertiary.
looking really scary. I think I'd be really happy if the Suns won. If Chris Paul got his first ring
finally.
at 37.
He's looking like
That would
he's
be
playing.
crazy.
He's looking like 25 when he's playing out there.
He does. I mean, that vegan diet, man, can't knock it.
Apparently, it's actually plant based. I looked it up the other day.
Plant-based, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not
What's the
vegan.
difference?
There is a difference. I was told.
like vegan, you could like he wouldn't be having like eggs. He's probably eating like eggs or like milk. You can't have like any animal based stuff, but plant based
Right.
is just yeah.
But
But
plant-based.
plant-based is wouldn't that be the same?
You just centralize around the plants, but you can also
you can
eat
have
auxiliary
you can have
animal
eggs.
products.
Yeah, you just can't have like
Yeah.
like red meat or anything like that. Basically,
Or like actual meat.
yeah.
See, I don't know.
Isn't
I'm
that
I'm
just
taking
isn't
an
that just
educated
vegetarian?
guess.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know.
Isn't
What?
that just vegetarian?
Yeah,
You can
essentially.
eat. You
But
can
people
eat
call
eggs and
people
shit.
call it plant based. It sounds better. But
Yeah,
no, so I found a stat today. Suns point guards at age 36. Steve Nash and Chris Paul both averaged 15 points, 11 assists, 49% from the field, 33 minutes, 3 years into their new diet. The exact same numbers
Oh,
at
damn.
age
That's
36.
crazy.
wow,
They
That's
play
insane.
for the
Wow.
Suns.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
they do have very similar games,
They do.
like in terms of like how they dribble
Yeah.
into the paint. They have very like slow games where they like make it around like the big man and like come around for the jumpers. So
Definitely.
that's really interesting to see, actually.
It's because it's like Steve Nash had that his entire career, but Chris Paul like transformed into that level of
Yeah.
play like later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw. This is totally irrelevant, not related to anything. But I'm thinking about Steve Nash. I saw someone say that when your team has to shoot a technical, they should make your coach do it.
That would be interesting.
Just change the rule. I thought
It would be
that
good for the
that'd be funny.
Warriors, probably.
Warriors
Yeah,
and Nets would be
Curry.
solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought
Trying
that-
to
It would be
Frank
pretty
Vogel
rough for the
shoot a tag.
Sixers.
I'm not.
Pretty rough for the Sixers. Doc Rivers shooting a tech. I
I
don't think it,
mean,
He played. Yeah.
but like he's pretty old now, so I
Ty
don't
Lue?
know.
You think
The
Tyler can still
Spurs?
shoot it.
I mean, Ty Lue could probably shoot it.
Pop would cash that 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause he would take it super seriously.
Yeah,
so.
Pop would cash that.
Hell yeah. I feel like you'd have to. I mean, you,
Yeah,
you
I
literally
mean-
have a chance to directly benefit your team.
That would be kind of wild.
But
What did you guys?
What do you guys think
see?
of? What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say the exact same thing you were.
Oh yeah, what do you
The
guys think of
MVP
the
stuff.
MVP conversation
Yeah.
right now? How it's developed? Who's your favorite right now?
Like it has to be it has to be
Giannis.
Jokic just based on like the.
It
Like-
should be Giannis.
I
think
think it
Giannis.
should I think performance wise it should be Giannis, but I just feel like they're gonna give it to Jokic.
I don't know.
How-
I've seen a lot of narrative around Giannis recently.
because think about it. Like really think about it.
I'm thinking-
He is second in scoring, technically first because LeBron has not hit enough games.
Yeah.
He is a top 2 in defensive player of the year,
Yeah,
and his team is about to have the best record in the East potentially.
Potentially.
yeah.
Potentially, they're one game behind the Heat, and the Heat are reeling. Very
Yeah.
very realistic situation where they get the one.
Yeah,
Like, how is that not the MVP? I don't understand.
it's because they're bored.
I
Everyone's
yeah,
bored
they
with
wanna give it
Giannis.
to him.
fatigue, but if we're talking about who really deserves it,
It's Giannis. He
It's
deserves
Giannis.
it.
that's value.
I mean, he's averaging 30,
both
12, and 6, and he's one of the best defensive players in the league. Like,
That's like
For one of the-
crazy.
one of the
like-
best
that game-winning
teams.
block on Embiid
yeah, one of his
Yeah.
main MVP
on the
like rivals.
yeah. But I don't know if they're gonna give it to him
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
because they're
That's
tired.
ins-
I think
Oof,
they
that's
might just give it to
insane.
Embiid just because he hasn't got one yet.
They're probably
And they're
going
like,
to.
oh.
Yeah.
Like, sure. I don't think he deserves it.
Yeah.
Definitely not over Giannis. I think like
Not over
he
Giannis.
checks like all the boxes, but like people are just like looking for reasons to pick someone else just because he's 1-2.
They're not going to
Damn,
give it
if
to Giannis.
Giannis gets the scoring title,
should.
MVP, and DPOY this year, that'd be insane. Off of Finals MVP appearance too, like that'd be crazy.
Best player in the league.
Best player in the league in the world.
Second best. Second best.
Defense.
Katie.
Yeah, so you guys don't think Jokic deserves it anymore?
See, it's not that
I think
Jokic
he
doesn't
deserves
deserve it.
it. I
It's
think
just
it was-
that I think Giannis is like the most deserving candidate.
Okay.
So
Any other year, I would say yeah.
yeah,
give it to
I mean
Jokic.
Jokic is, but like they are the 5 seed, so it's
Yeah.
tough to give it to a 5.
I still think they're
It's
gonna.
not his fault
I still think Embiid's going to get it.
necessarily.
I still think Embiid's going to get it. Not saying he
What
deserves
if
it,
like
but I
what
think
if they
he's going to get
finish
it.
up as like the 3 or 4 seed below like the Bucks? You still think like
Who?
he's gonna get it?
I think
Embiid.
they're going to give it to Embiid, personally.
Is it the
Just
4
because
now?
the way
They're the 3
they're
right
3
now.
right now.
But they're tied with Brook. Yeah, they're tied with the Celtics.
Yeah.
So
I predict they give it to Jokic,
okay,
but I
Alright.
think they should give it to Giannis.
you know I agree with that. I think they're going to give it to
I'm right there
Jokic as
with you.
well, but I think Giannis deserves it. So we'll see. There's been a lot of narrative around Giannis recently. I've seen a lot
It's
of
it's been
a lot
bumping
of
up
talk
lately.
bubbling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because like I think the Bucks are also like kind of doing better, so everyone's like, oh, maybe we should pay attention to the fact that Giannis is playing like even better basketball.
And he's had
than
some
he
like
was
big
last year.
games, like all the recent like nationally televised games. He's
Yeah.
played really
Showing
well.
out.
Yeah,
And he's the fucking defending Finals MVP.
exactly.
Like, give him
Yeah.
some respect, bro. Give him some-
Yeah.
I think
Like,
it's
just because
crazy
he's already won it twice, like come on.
that
Such
they
a
showed the Lakers Mavs game on national television the other night and not the Sixers Bucks game, and LeBron and AD and I think Luca also like didn't play.
Luka
Like,
Luka
they can't,
played.
like,
Luka
okay.
played, but LeBron AD didn't. Yeah.
like they can't
Luka
flex
had, like-
games like
Luka had a triple double in like 20 minutes.
what a beast.
Like, nah, man. I don't know. Speaking of Luka, he deserves some MVP consideration as well.
Yeah, I feel like he hasn't been talked about at all, really. But he
He's
should be
got
like,
no buzz.
I'd say he should be like fourth in my opinion,
He'd be fourth.
like right behind
Yeah.
behind those three.
I would say 4. Yeah. Who's 4 now?
it's Ja,
it's-
right?
No,
Ja.
I think Jaw's fallen out.
I think Ja fell out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess he's not playing.
The team is like
it might be like
18
Tatum.
and 2 without him playing.
Tatum.
Yeah,
Tatum, yeah.
but I think Luca should be fourth, honestly.
Luka above Tatum.
Yeah,
But I mean, they both kind of started rough, so I understand because it's like a season award. It's not like there's a little recency bias there.
yeah.
But I don't know.
And the records are
I think
pretty
he deserves a
similar.
shout out.
The Mavs are just one game above the Celtics, so it's pretty close. in terms of
Yeah, it is
record.
Tatum at 4.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like the Kia MVP ladder. It's Joel, Jokic, Giannis, Tatum,
That's some bitch.
Luca. Okay.
That checks
Damn.
out.
Embiid at 1. I don't
I'm telling you.
like it, dude. I just don't.
Just because he hasn't won one, and the other two, like in the conversation, have. I feel like that's like the main reason that they'll give it to him, which I think is stupid. But like,
That's,
is what
that's
it
how
is.
that's how they do things.
yeah, that is
mean, like-
how they do things. Yeah,
The narrative is more important than
but like if you're gonna
performance.
look back and Giannis is gonna have like 2 MVPs from like his prime, it's gonna feel wrong. I
Oh,
feel
that sounds kind of familiar.
But LeBron has won 4, right?
Yeah, but he should have won 7.
I mean, I'd say he should have won like 6. We went through this one time. I remember the seasons. We picked out the season.
That's true. We did do that.
What's the gap between LeBron's MVPs?
I think the most he won in a bunch was that he won 3 in 4 years.
It was
right.
2,
Yeah.
no, and then 2 more.
Okay, so he won 4 in
So he
5
went
years.
back to back twice.
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting.
See, I feel
So
like
this
Giannis
is
deserves it.
Giannis's.
It should be like his bunch.
Another
Yeah,
back-to-back,
yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You should at least get like I feel like 3 and 4 like makes sense for like how dominant he's been like statistically and like his team has been the like near the best like every single year. But we'll see. I think they will give it to Jokic or even Embiid. Embiid did lose to both of the candidates on national TV, so I don't know. I feel like that hurt his stock for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know this is not how it works, but I feel like if you win a few MVPs, but you're like known as like a regular season player, then they like stop. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
stop it until you win one. Then after you win one,
That's what I'm saying.
they should be like, all right, yeah,
All right,
all
maybe he
you
does
deserve it."
deserves it.
Yeah.
Maybe he really is like that guy.
Exactly.
And Giannis is the reigning Finals MVP. So
He simply is that guy.
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
yeah.
You
You guys want to do the Pirtle?
Yes, sir.
sure.
Let's do it.
Pull it up, Eli.
I'll pull it up on my telephone.
Eli got it in one guess the other day.
My bad.
No, no cheating involved. No cheating
at all.
involved.
That's the second time in a week I got it in one guess.
Yeah,
The first one I just
I,
happened to guess Luca.
it was Luca, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I accidentally spoiled it for Eli the other night as well.
No, no.
Not knowing he was.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
call.
I would have
call.
never ever got that when it was
It was Trey Jones, right?
Yeah, Trey
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
on the Spurs. would never in a million years have got that. So thank you. God bless.
I
Okay,
got
who
you.
we-
I was just looking out for you.
Kyle, you brought the trivia question, so I'll let you pick the player we start out with. Who's first?
The random guess for the Pirtle. Oof.
Yeah, it's just random.
I think that like Not you go. Go for it.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I think like a forward around 27, 28 is like the ideal first guess because that gives you like a solid range of where the person is.
which way
like,
it could
they're older
be.
or younger than that.
Yeah,
Oh, we're establishing the Pirtle meta right
the
now.
meta. Yeah.
Forward
Meta, yeah,
around
it's
27 or 28.
But like you could do
Around like
whoever too,
6'7",
like, you really want.
6'8".
I'm gonna go a little under the age, but I'm gonna go Tyler Hero.
Okay.
Okay.
Not a forward yet.
Tyler
He's
Hero?
a small forward. He plays small
Oh, I
forward.
mean, that was
Yes.
a good guess.
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
Oh, that is a
'Cause,
good guess.
Why
I'm
is that?
following along.
You're, so that tells us this player is on the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the East, obviously, in the Southeast Division, obviously. They are a guard. They're shorter than Tyler Hero, shorter than 6'5", but not by much. Older than 22, number below 14.
So
Is it Kyle Lowry?
it's gotta
Is it
be
Kyle Lowry?
It's gotta be Lowry or Oladipo.
What number does Lowry wear now? 7?
I guess
Yeah.
Lowry is shorter than 6'5". He's like significantly shorter than 6'5",
Yes,
right?
but so is Oladipo.
Depot's what, like 6'3"?
6'3". So it's gotta be. It's
I
gotta
feel
be
like
one
Depot is taller, right, than Lowry?
No, Lowry's like 6'1", dude.
Yeah, so Depot is
Oh,
taller
yeah.
than Lowry.
Yeah,
right?
he is.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
under
yeah.
6'5".
Yeah, but he's under 6'5", but within 2 inches. So could be Depot, right?
Is that our final guess?
Who?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do
Depot.
Depot. Yeah,
It is. It is Victor Oladipo.
nice.
Y'all
Nice.
did this shit already, bro.
Kyle, just guess, fucking.
I did not
I
do
had
it.
a good
I
first
did not
guess.
do it.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero was random as fuck.
You
That was
know,
quite the guess.
we said forward around 27, 28.
Let me pick a guard on the team of this. Guard.
the
You ain't
actual
slick. You ain't
players.
slick, bro. You ain't slick.
Bro, I swear to God, I will send you right now. I didn't do it. I will send it to you. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up right now. I did not do that shit.
That's actually crazy.
That would have ruined.
No,
the
we're just
game.
Alright,
like
bro.
that. 2 out of 8, just like that.
We just
Like
like that, bro.
that.
Like
That's my
that.
first podcast. That's
We
how
love
fucking
basketball.
coming.
We're just different.
Bro, this shit is so fun now. I didn't do it when Eli sent the text, but I've been doing this shit every day.
Yeah, it's
I had to
it's
remind
really
them.
fun. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's any other things y'all want to talk about, I'm trying to think.
I feel like
Covered
not
it.
much else has happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some dust left to settle.
Next
Mhm.
week will be interesting.
I mean,
feel
there's
like-
only 10 days left in the season,
yeah.
something like
about a
that.
week
Yeah.
and a half.
It's
Yeah.
April 10th, I think.
Shout out to that. Shout out to
right.
that one play that PG made where I want to say Hartenstein threw him like the worst lob I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
And
And then
he
he's
went
like,
all the way like this, like he Odell'd it, and then give it back to him, and then he fucking laid it
Yeah,
in.
the touch pass.
That was
Yeah.
such a nice
So sick.
play.
Yeah,
Shout out
And
Paul
then
George,
the-
man, coming in
Oh.
right in time to help me out with my fantasy team. Love that guy.
being sarcastic.
Yes,
Uh,
love him.
yeah,
Uh,
I would have to say shout out to Kevin Porter Jr. and Drew Eubanks,
Drew Eubanks. was spicy.
championship level players for
Yeah.
me. Having
Yeah.
back-to-back 50 pieces, it's kind of
Oh.
crazy.
Are we just shouting out people on our fantasy teams that helped us win?
Yeah,
I have to
just-
shout out Herb
Mm.
Jones.
Oh yeah,
He
Herb
won me
Jones.
my steals by 2 steals because he got 6 steals in one game.
Wow,
I love that man.
legend.
that's why I got Matisse on my team, just for the stocks.
I saw he was
Yeah,
playing
he
the
doesn't do
Lakers,
much
and I
else,
knew
does he?
exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah,
Who else has been going stupid?
Jalen Green having the ant
Hell
style
yeah.
second half, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty hype.
he has
He's just
been-
so fun to watch too. Everything he does is so fluid.
he has so much potential. I feel like
He's gonna be so good.
become
dude.
like a
Yeah.
number one scorer. He needs a better point guard than KPJ.
He needs a real point guard.
Yeah. Although KPJ had a triple double the other day.
I know
So.
where they can find one
Oh,
on their fucking
there one on
team
the
right
roster?
now. Oh my god, that's
The
how I know they
conversation
really,
has
they
made it
really just
back
don't give a
with John
fuck.
Wall.
It's been a few weeks. I feel like we took a few weeks off. It's only
Yeah.
right. Shout out
Yeah.
John Wall, bro. Free my mans. This offseason, someone's got to take him, bro. Someone has to.
But like
I
who?
will write a letter to
Who?
every front office in the NBA.
The Wizards.
Please do.
The Wizards. That would be so hype, but like not really.
Not really.
Yeah, it would be hype, but like not for like their future at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, their future is like kind of weird anyway. Like they have Jalen Green and KPJ who are just both twos, and it's like, what
Yeah.
are they gonna do? I would rather keep Jalen over KPJ
For
obviously.
sure.
I feel
100%.
like KPJ gives me big Colin Sexton vibes.
KPJ gives me big Russell Westbrook vibes.
Yes.
Yeah. They're like, the
definitely not
play
as
is
good,
like
but
very
like
similar.
very similar player. I feel like.
Except he can
Fair
shoot a
enough.
three.
Yeah.
But if he was Russell Westbrook, then he could play the one. But can't really
Yeah.
pass. But John
I
Wall.
mean, they have Sengun. Sengun has been looking pretty good recently.
Yeah.
I think he could develop like him and
He's been
Jalen
hurt
Green
recently.
is like a good core to like build around. If they could get like a guard, they'll probably have
Alperen
like one of the
Sengun.
highest draft picks this year. So
Always Jalen Green, sometimes.
They are the worst team in the league right now, right?
I think they have the worst record.
20 and 57. Is that worse?
Oh, them and the Magic are
them and the
tied.
Magic are the
Yeah.
exact same.
And
yeah.
Pistons are
speaking
right
of-
there. So
So that's top
Speaking of
three.
picks,
Top
Yeah.
lottery.
I like the comedy that is that like if the Lakers miss the play-in, the Pelicans
start.
get their top 10 pick this year. That's just like, it's so poetic.
that's so funny. So funny.
And like the Pelicans would be the ones to like kick him out. I feel like the Pelicans are gonna end up being the ones to like kick him out the play-in.
Maybe.
I'm manifesting it.
Yeah.
Let's see what
It's
happens.
definitely possible. So
Anyone else need a shout out?
no, I don't think anyone else needs. Shout out Trey Young. He had a 33 and 15 assist game the other day. What a beast! One of my favorite players. And I hope they can make it in the playoffs because I'm trying to see Trey in the playoffs. He's like one of those players who takes it to another level.
He
So
does.
Yeah, he
I really
does.
would love to see him in the playoffs again. Even though they are the 10 seed right now and they probably don't deserve it.
They do not.
They can
Like,
make
you
it
know,
in.
Oh,
Cavs falling
I
out.
know. Shout out to Davion Mitchell, bro. That man's going stupid. That man's going crazy.
When there's no one else on the Kings.
As the
He's
number
had,
one
like-
option,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that man is. They could not. I was watching that game last night because I have a few players on my fantasy roster, and I was watching just Davion and Jalen Green go back to back, and I did not know that Davion had a bag like that.
He
He was
does.
just
does.
blowing by.
He does.
Yeah.
Blowing by people. So
He's
then
had
we're-
like 20 and 5 for like 5 or 6, like at least 20 and 5 for like the past like 5 or 6 games straight.
Mm-hmm. That man is. The Kings were like, listen, we got 3 guards. We only need 2.
Only need Davion.
They did
Only
trade away,
Davion.
I think, in my opinion, the best out of those 3 guards.
Crouching
agree.
Tyrese.
I would
and
agree.
Davion.
I would
So,
agree. But
They did trade away the best out of those 3, in my opinion, but it is what it is.
I don't know. I mean, like,
Tyrese
De'Aaron's
has
averaging
been
like
going
30 since
insane.
the trade.
Who's to say?
who's
Ty-
to
They haven't
say?
traded
Tyrese has been going crazy.
We need a couple
on the
years to see
Pacers.
Tyrese.
Yeah, but he's like he's like angry. He's like playing angry.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
using his emotions to fuel his game,
that's true.
which I can
That's
respect.
Yeah,
Big old chip on his shoulder if it wasn't there already. But that's going to do it for us here at the 4 Point Play podcast. Thank you very much for listening. If you've made it this far, I love you.
I love you.
Love you.
Let us know. Let us know what you're thinking. Did you like the trivia? Did you like the Purtle? Were you following along? Did you do it already? And you're like, damn, this man Kyle's cheating.
I'm not cheating.
you're like, I don't know, man.
Who knows? Who really knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
It's a lucky
But-
guess.
Eli said pick a forward. He said Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero's, bro. Look at
Listen,
Tyler
bro,
Hero on
I
fantasy.
don't know.
Look at Tyler Hero on fantasy
I'm
right
pointing- I'm not
Look at-
pointing no
now.
fingers.
Look at Tyler Hero on fantasy right now.
He's a PGSG.
Nah, hold on.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
pointing any fingers, but
Hey, this man
Pointing at
cheated.
Kyle.
I did not cheat. I did not cheat.
It's
I did
okay.
not
It's
cheat.
all good.
it's okay. It's
You know,
okay.
we had
It's
to
all
flex
good.
on the people. We had to
Yeah.
flex on the
Ah,
people.
shit.
So,
2 out of 8. What can you say?
you know,
I did not cheat. Y'all haters.
Thank you. Thank you for
Haters.
listening. Have a great weekend. Have a good day.
Don't be a
When this is
hater.
dropping. We'll
Yeah.
talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Bye bye,
Peace.
guys.
Peace.